Thanks for being here and thanks for listening. So a crucial question when talking about iBeacon is everybody or a lot of people in the industry are talking about iBeacons. So the question we wanted to answer, we tried to answer in the upcoming 5 minutes, is it just another tech hype? Or is it a real great opportunity? So therefore, we want to explain you very briefly how does the iBeacon technology work, and then what are the opportunities, the strengths, the weaknesses, the necessities to fulfill that iBeacon really can deliver added value to the consumer and therefore also for retailers. So just let me give you a quick overview how iBeacons are working. So in general, these little tiny, call them machines, are very stupid. They can't do a lot. They only send all the time, here I'm the iBeacon, I am located at the Fashiontech in the front of the stage. That's what they're doing all the time. The only thing we can do, we can vary how loud or they speak. So whether you can hear me only in the first row or also whether you can hear the beacon in the last row. So that you are able and that we are able, that somebody are hearing and listening to that beacons is that we need our second identity, and that's the smartphone. So on the smartphone, most of us have certain apps, and we have to enable apps that they can understand these beacons and hearing what they are saying. So therefore, there's some kind of technology necessary on the smartphone, and then all the magic happens between the app, the server, and the rules that are set up to fulfill that certain information, certain messages, certain whatever are sent out. So in general, the beacon only tells the app that someone who has the app is around the area. So in the end, by using the beacon technology, we are able to send out personalized and localized information. So, and that's, when talking about brick and mortar retail, a huge advantage, because having all the salesperson on the floor, that's very useful. But additionally, retailers can send out by using the beacon technology additional information, and also information to people who don't want to be treated by salespeople. But nevertheless, what is necessary to fulfill this? So beacon technology is very easy. That's also the reason why we are able to handle that technology. So it's all about ABC. What is A? A is, as mentioned, you need an app, or you need several apps that are able to understand the beacons. So that's a tough thing, really, especially here in Germany, but also in Europe generally spoken, that you have apps where the consumer, because in the end, the consumer, the customer, is the person who decides what is useful and what is not so useful. What kind of apps he wants to have on his device, and for what apps he also accepts that the app communicates with them. So in the beginning, I thought that's very easy. We just have to talk to WhatsApp. Everybody has WhatsApp on his device, and then everything is done. But then I thought, okay, come on, I only have WhatsApp on my device. I enter a certain store I never have been in, and certainly a notification pushes up, hey Alex, nice to have you here. Then I'm looking around and look where the big brother is watching me. So we are in Germany, so that's a little bit weird. So therefore, this is a challenge that has to be solved. Second, we need beacons. So we need a lot of these little tiny things being, let's call it, installed or located around the retailer's floor. So installing or putting that, it's quite easy, but there are some challenges to be fulfilled. There are some, like this one, that are battery run. They have a lifetime of 6 months. So when talking about ops managers of retailers, telling them all 6 months they have to change the battery every 6 months, That's the thing they don't want. So therefore, we have found a solution to use beacons that are not battery run, that can be installed for a long time duration, so that all these replenishments are not necessary. But you need to find locations to locate the beacons. And finally, and that's the most important thing, it's all about content. And to send out the right content, it's necessary that you understand the consumer, the customer, that you really know what in the specific situation is the right content and the best content to send out. Some content will be that it's really sent and pushed to the device of the consumer. Some other content will be, we call it that it's a kind of silent push, that it's only pushed to the salesman, telling him, Alex is again in the house, so just let you know some information about him, that really the consulting that he does is improved, and he can offer me the products that I was looking at online, that I'm really interested in, due to the fact what I bought last time, all these things. So there are different possibilities. So to sum up and to answer my initial question, at the moment, it seems that it's more a tech hype than a huge opportunity, but the chance that when the retailers with their respective players are doing a good job and delivering the right content at the right time to each of us, then it's really a gorgeous and a great opportunity for all of the retailers also to bridge online with offline and all these things. So there are chances, but the necessities are, especially in German retail, so far not fully fulfilled. But we are quite convinced, choosing the right partners, that this is able.